So, the topic I will talk about is a growing interest in artificial intelligence in education, systematic literature review, and I did this work with my two colleagues, Professor Sven Maričić, who is here with us, and the PhD student Antonia Ćurić, who will have one great part of research that we are going to do in this topic. So why do we do this? Obviously, artificial intelligence is a hot topic, as we could see this day also. There is a significant interest of the educational community on one side, but also scientific community on the other side, and of course, artificial intelligence is a topic in lots of different fields of scientific community. But the question is whether these communities follow the progress in the field of AI, I mean educational and scientific community. So this was the first step for our research to see what are we dealing with, which research are conducted, and which fields are involved in this part. So my colleague, Sven Maričić, hello, Sven, will tell you something about theoretical framework. Yes.
It's nice to be here, and I like your presentation style, Danijela, and the rest of the professors who did presentations today. So actually what we did, we put a theoretical framework together with our PhD student, and we divided into several categories. Since we are speaking all about artificial intelligence, and it's actually not just a black box, as someone may imagine. So we did advanced artificial intelligence, some type of new technologies that can be also utilized with, of course, using of advanced data analytics, and the benefits for students and for all users who are using them. So development in the educational context, of course, brings a number of opportunities and challenges in the classroom. And what is important, we also did analyzation what type of AI framework was, of course, described in literature. So as before mentioned, ChatGPT, BARD, to the Piazza, etc. What was also interesting, integration of AI chatbots in education, of course, also raises concerns. But at the other hand, it can be used as a very useful tool. For instance, we are all working with students, we are all working with other colleagues, and sometimes they are sending emails Saturday night or Sunday night. So maybe it's always good. I can see that some of you are smiling, but unfortunately, that's the truth. Yesterday, I got 2 emails from my student. And maybe it's interesting to see how AI program chatbot can interact and can actually improve the quality of our working area. So we also divide it into some important pillars for education, such as transforming educational landscape. And by that we mean in next 5 to 10 years, definitely technologies are bringing huge change. And what is important is for educators and our students or pupils in a high school or university, they will also need to catch that train. Second is personalized learning for all stakeholders. By that, we were analyzing not just for our students, but also for professionals from laboratories, professors, and all included. AI-driven analytics can help us and can actually be also one of important tools where can we save a significantly amount of time in order to prepare different type of outlines and different type of materials and information that can be analyzed. Administrative automation, we are all dealing with any type of administration these days. And with this, we actually focused on an administrative preparation and dealing with different type of activities. And of course, preparing for the future optimization, because it's still early stage. ChatGPT, as one of the main players in this field, actually was introduced 1.5 years ago. Definitely, in next actually period, we will see different tools, but still we need to optimize the data. Regarding the research question, I will pass my mic to Danijela.
Thank you, colleague. So we wanted to know answers about these two questions when we started our research. Does science monitor the influence and possibilities of artificial intelligence on upbringing or caring and education at all levels? We mean from the kindergarten till the higher education and professional development after that? And what are the key topics related to AI in the field of education, which are addressed by scientific papers that we read? So we did a systematic literature review, and we used DOI-base. I hope that you know it's an open database of articles. So we wanted to see what are the topics that we can find in these articles. First, we thought that we will do review in a period of 5 years, but there were so many different articles that we couldn't do it. So we, at the end, used only this year, last year, of course, 223, from January till December. And you can see in last 5 years how many articles were written and how many researchers have been done at these years. So you can see that after 2022 year, there is growing interest in this field. But if we just think a little bit about it, maybe the reason is really ChatGPT, because it was the end of that year when it was launched, if I'm correct. So these are inclusion and exclusion criteria in our research: keywords, artificial intelligence or AI, and education. Then we have a subject area about education. We exclude all the articles which were written in other languages than English. And this is the timeline, also literature type, and at the end, maybe the most important part for me, it's content, because there were some articles which were not research, and even they had keyword and they were in subject area of education, they didn't talk about education. They just mentioned somewhere in the text, like the same way they talked about technology or economy or anything other. All articles with AI and education as keywords in this period were 1,590, but in year 2023, there were 363 articles. After we exclude some of other subjects, other languages, and literature type which were mentioned before, we had 76 articles, but after reading all of them, we used only 57. Not only, it's huge articles, really. So for the first research question, when we look at the level of education and artificial intelligence, you can see that there's no research or articles in the field of kindergarten, preschool, and mostly they are in a field of higher education. And of course, there are some reasons for that, and I understand them. And 10 of them were general about education, but they were talking about schools and higher education, also not mentioning in the kindergarten. Key topics that were selected in this article Obviously, as we saw it today, there's a significant interest in ChatGPT, and they are talking about context and text generated by artificial intelligence different from those made by humans. Also, whether the actions of AI is recognized in student and academic works. It seems that this is really a center topic of the academic world. Also, they talk about ethical issues of using the AI, manipulation, cheating, or even privacy topics. There are some articles there argue about attitudes of students and teachers in that field, like experiences, perceptions, knowledge, and concerns about using AI in education. Some of them are talking about motivation, giving feedback and assessment. There are a few of them which are from the field of learning a foreign language. It is something that is noticed that AI has positive influence in learning second languages. And medicine education. Most of the articles in the field of higher education were from the field of medicine education, but you can read it about it in our work. So, conclusions for the first research questions. Most of the published works explore the field of higher education. The number of AI research increases with the level of education, and there is no research dealing with AI at the kindergarten or preschool level. Of course, in these articles that we researched. When we talk about research question number 2, these are the conclusions. Most of the published works explore or discuss the ChatGPT. They mentioned some other text generation tools, but this is the main topic. Medicine is at the forefront of AI research in the context of higher education. And I have to say that we read some really useful recommendations which are often related to ethical issues of using AI in education. So at the end, although AI holds promising possibilities for the transformation of education, we must not ignore the importance of reflecting on ethical issues and further research in this area to ensure its responsible application. So thank you, and please come to Pula, our town where we work, and Croatia. Now it's very nice, and at the summer it's very hot, and you can come and visit us. Please contact us if you come here.